Hey there guys, welcome back to another exciting battle report brought to you by Gaming Grots. Today we're going to be battling out in the mission battle plan Star Strike. So this is the one where the random objectives appear. We get the first one on the first turn, and then the other objectives come in on turn 3 and can land anywhere on the grid here. So you get the 2 to 3 on the far side, or 11, 12 all the way onto the other far side of the battlefield. And the usual straight across from each other with the territories meeting all the way in the middle there. Today, battling out again in our nice mountainy landscape here, our newest terrain set. It's awesome homemade terrain. The nice rocks and the ruins in the center here. We'll see where that first objective along the center line ends up. Alright, let's take a look at those armies. Hey there guys, Patrick here today, bringing out my Nurgle to try out for this edition finally. I'm going to be trying the Plague Sis, and we've got 2 drops today. So in the first regiment, my General's regiment, we've got the Grave Unclean one. He will be the General with the Grandfather's Blessing and the Witherstaff. And then alongside him is a reinforced unit of Plague Bearers and a reinforced unit of the Blight Kings, as well as Mr. Sloppity Bilepiper to help him out. And then in the second regiment, we've got the Gutrot Spume with the Lord of Plagues and another reinforced unit of Putrid Blight Kings. And that's going to be 1920 points today, so we will get that extra CP in the first turn for being 50 under. Let's take a look at Torrn's army. Alright guys, and Torrn today is going to be trying out the Ogres for the first time, taking my army here for a spin alongside the great Kragnos himself. So being with all the big beasties, he's going to be several drops today. It's going to be 4 drops for the Ogres in the Beast Handlers formation. So in the General's regiment, we've got Kragnos as the General, being the War Master, with the two main units of Frost Sabers. And the second regiment, the Frost Lord on the Stonehorn, who's rocking the Gruesome Trophies and the Great Gut Lord. And alongside him is the Huskguard on the Thunder Tusk. And then in Regiment 2 is another Frost Lord on a Stonehorn. And in Regiment 3, we have another Frost Lord on a Stonehorn. And that's going to be 1950 points, so Torrn will get that extra CP as well for turn 1. Let's get into the action. Alright guys, so here we are after deployment. We've got the Ogre forces, we've got the Beast Lord with the Relic and the Trait on the far side, and then we've got the Priest and another Beast Lord kind of in the center here near Kragnos, and then another one on the far side with the Sabers as well, ready to help with those battle tactics. And then looking down at the Nurgle hosts, we've got our demons on our right, and then our human worshippers here on the left so far, and then we've got what is his name? I'm trying to forget. Mr. Tentacle Man, outflanking with 10 of our Putrid Blight Kings. So those guys are going to be coming in on one of the table edges there on one of my movement phases. So hopefully we might be able to hold, if we can, hold those guys back maybe until turn 3 to see where those Star Strike comets are going to come in for our objective markers. But with that, as you guys saw in the deployments, Torrn had several regiments, so it is priority to Nurgle, and we are going to be letting the Ogres take the first turn. So we'll get into Ogres, turn 1, hero phase. Alright, so turn 1 for Ogres. What's your battle tactic going to be, Torrn?
Seize the center.
Alright, so we're going to be looking to seize that center. As you guys can see, the first comet we rolled before we started there came down in this pretty much the center there, slightly adjacent to my left, Torrn's right. So we'll be able to kind of hopefully tag that near the center as well and fight over that first objective until turn 3 where we get some more objectives. So he's got his battle tactic. You're going to just roll, see some prayer points to generate here. So he's getting 5 prayer points. Does he want to spend it yet?
Yeah, I'll bank it.
He's just going to bank them. Okay, so he's got 5 points banked on the Priest. And then that's it for hero phase stuff. Yep. So Nurgle response, I think we are going to try and fling out a spell here. So let's borrow 2 days here. We'll see if we can get the Purple Sun out to try and help us out here. Look for a 9. Nope, doesn't get it. That's okay. So that's going to be it for the hero phase. We'll get into Ogres, turn 1, movement phase. Alright, so end of the movement phase, just about most of the Ogre forces advancing up, gaining some ground. The Frost Sabers over here staying near the edge to help possibly mitigate where the unit can come in and outflank. Stonehorn advancing in, tagging the objective in the near center here. 2 more advancing along on top of the ruins, getting Tauren's battle tactic for seize the center. Kragnos backing them up, making sure he's not too exposed. And then the other units coming around and the same thing, still staying kind of near the edge to block off the potential appearance on that border edge. But with that and just about everyone advancing, that's going to be it for the Ogre's first turn. There's not going to be no shooting from the priest because he advanced, and then no one has the advance and charge currently this turn, so that's going to be it for Ogres, but they are going to get awesome 10 points with 4 points for their battle tactic, and then the objective score is 3 points for holding 1 objective and 3 points for holding more objectives. So getting both of those from holding the objective there. So that'll be 10 points for Ogres as we get into Nurgle, turn 1, hero phase. Alright, so turn 1 for Nurgle, our battle tactic is going to be take their lands. We're kind of revealing that we're going to be doing our outflank here, but that's okay. We're going to be going for the back far, big terrain piece of rock back there. For casting, we're just going to try to get off our fleshy abundance here from our great unclean one. Try and put that on our plague bearers first. So that goes off with an 8, so those guys are -1 to wound. This is our 1 unlimited spell. And we're not going to be in range for any of our other spells, so I guess we'll just try and also give it to the Blight Kings here. Need a 7, gets it again. So they would also heal D3, but there's no wounds on them currently, and so they are both -1 to wound. But because of his, I believe it's his heroic trait or his relic, one of them is making it so he ignores that effect. So against him that won't matter, but everybody else it will affect them. So that's going to be it for casting. Don't have any other hero phase effects. Did you want to pre-scroll, spend the CP, or just bank it for now?
No, we're good for now.
Good for now, so that's going to be it for the hero phase. We'll get into Nurgle turn 1, movement phase. Alright, so with the Nurgle forces, our demon host in our kind of center here, just moving up ever so slightly. Don't want to get too close for potential counter charge from the center and expose our heroes just yet. Blight Kings with the Lord moving up, ready to kind of hopefully make a charge onto the objective. And then the host of Gutrot Spume, finally remembering his name, coming out of the far side and making sure everybody's on range of the terrain feature, because forgetting, of course, that these Ogres are worth 10 and Tauren is near the objective. I have to make sure between the unit of 10 and Gutrot, they're just going to hold the objective, or the terrain feature, due to control, so make sure we get our battle tactic. Just in case we don't make the charge here, we got to make sure we get some points for turn 1. So with that, we're going to try and charge in with the Blight Kings and tag that Frost Lord there. We're looking for that 9. That's an 8, so we got to re-roll that. Try to luck out some new dice. Can we get that 9? That's a 9. So they're going to just get into combat there with the Lord. We'll place those guys there, and I think we measured if I leave room, might make an even longer charge with the Lord to see if he can get in there and get off that extra buff for those guys. Alright, so here we are after the charge and pile in for the Blight Kings, because we didn't make the charge with the Lord back here. We rolled that quick off camera after I made sure to try and leave room. He needed an 11 to make the charge. He didn't make it, and we used our reroll already. So made sure all these guys are within fighting range and all on the objective so they can get their bonus ability and just get +3 to their control score. Tauren hemmed and hawed about countercharging, but decided not to, because he doesn't want to hopefully get bogged down with another one of his Stonehorns. He's thinking maybe to push forward and try and keep me more in the backfield. So with that, we'll go right into combat, because only rampage for them is only when they charge, so there's no rampage for the Stonehorn. So going with all of our Blight Kings here, we got 41 attacks going in, and we're going to do all-out attack here, so these guys hit on 2s.
Don't do all-out defense.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we got the Ren 1, so just take away the 1s here. Oh, we got 2, didn't finish. Get rid of all these 1s. We got 1 extra dice roll, because that's a batch of 40. And 1 more, so there we go. So grab all these guys quick and do some wound rolls. And they're wounding on 3s here. Do this in a couple rolls. See what we can get. So we can stop rolling them on top. Alright, and the last batch. Alright. See what we can do. So they're only Ren 1, so being +1, -1, he's just going to stay at his stock save. 4+. Alright. 41 becomes 5, 10, 14 saves for him.
14.
4 ups. Looks like he made 5 of them. Yep, so he's going to take
7.
10.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, 5. Or, sorry, he's going to take 9, right? Yeah, 9. Yeah, he stopped 5, so it takes 9. Not bad. He's still not even bracketed. He has to take 10 to be bracketed and lose two of his attacks. So he's not losing any of his attacks. Unfortunately, I was hoping to at least get him to 10. But it's time for him to now punch right back. So since he all-out defense, there's going to be no all-out attack for him. So what are we going to start with first?
Frost Spear.
Doing the spear.
Yep. 4 attacks.
Hitting on 4s. We got 2 hits.
Wounding on 2s.
Yep, because he's unaffected by their spells. So that's 2 at Ren 2.
Yes.
So going to 5 ups. Stop 1. So there's 2 damage so far. Let's do all of our wards at the end.
Hooves, D6 attacks.
3 for the hooves. Hitting on 4s. Gets 1 through.
And 2s.
And this one's just Ren 1, so 4 up. Nope, goes through.
D3.
So another 3 damage, so 5 damage so far.
And the horns.
6 attacks. These are the big ones.
4 and 2.
Ooh, only 2
Oh,
hits.
of course.
That's why he wants that all out. Alright, reroll that one. That's pretty cocked.
That didn't
Stayed
matter.
1.
Sometimes
one
it's
more
meant to
at
be.
Ren 2. So that one goes through. So we got 8 wards to make here. So on 5 ups. So we're going to stop 3 of those. So we're going to take 5 damage, and that's going to kill 1 of our Blight Kings here. And then there's also going to be 2 wounds on them. So we'll get the proper dice there in a second. But that is going to be it for Nurgle, turn 1. We are going to get our battle tactic because we are just outscoring by 1, or I guess by 2 with the hero, helping us secure the battle tactic and seize their land. And then we are stealing the objective away from just a single Beast Lord here because they're all on the objective getting that +3, and then even losing 1, we still have our musician to help with another +1 there. So we'll take the center objective there. So that's going to be it for turn 1 for Nurgle, getting 10 points as well to match Ogres. Let's see that priority. So it is a 5, so we could double, but then we don't get a battle tactic. So yeah, I think we're okay with just letting Ogres start us off for battle round 2. So we'll get into Ogres turn 2 hero phase. Alright guys, so Ogre hero phase. Quickly, we did remember at the last second off camera to give out the disease to the Stonehorn here, and he did take 2 mortal wounds from that disease effect there. So getting into turn 2 hero phase, what's your battle tactic going to be, Torn?
Slay the Entourage.
So he's looking to finish off this unit here, going to dedicate some forces and try and bring these guys down. Alright, so then Priest is going to see if he can get a prayer going.
Yep.
So he gets 3 more prayer points, so he is up to 8, which I don't think is enough to get his bonus effect.
Not yet, I don't think. No.
No.
We're good.
Alright. So with that, and do I want to try a spell? No, they already have the -1 to wound, which he is not affected by, but everyone else will be affected by, so hopefully that helps them out a lot. Yeah, we'll just hold on to the CP for now. So with that, we'll get into Ogres. Turn 2 movement phase. Alright, so here we are after the movement phase. The Frost Sabers sticking to the edge to help with some later battle tactics and staying out of the thick of it. And the rest of the Kragnos' forces here of the ogres surrounding those Blight Kings to make sure they can all pounce on them to help make sure you get the battle tactic. Coming around, just fitting in between the units here. And then was able to move up with his other Frost Lord on the far side, and again with the Frost Sabers, just kind of moving ahead, staying away from the tree so they're not fighting it just yet. But I decided to also use a redeploy because Torn didn't fall for wanting to go and fight those guys in the corner. He's just kind of decided to leave them in the dust with his 10-inch move versus my 4-inch move. Takes us a while to catch up, so decided to redeploy and got 4 inches so they could start moving now instead of later. So with that, we're going into the shooting. Torn has his one shooting attack from his priest here, who's going to rock an Ice Blast into the Blight King. So hitting on a 4, hits. It's wounded on a 3 because of their effect. Oh, we can reroll that. And not wounded because of their -1 to wound. It does something. That's going to be it for shooting. No responses from Nurgle, so we can go right into the charge phase.
Might as well start with
Guy here who's not getting the Kragnos extra dice. He needs a 3, and he just gets it, thankfully.
Yep.
Doesn't need the reroll. He's going to plunk right in here and go Kragnos next. He's going 11, but he's kind of just plopping right beside the Beast Lord here, so there is room for the last one to also get in there. Okay, should be good there. Yeah. And then same one, he's getting, he gets 3 dice too.
You're right.
Yeah, 10, so he's going slamming in.
And that'll be it for all the charges.
Yep.
Oops, sorry, just smashed over that.
Yeah, not going to do the Stonehorn over here just yet.
No, he's not going to charge
in
quite yet.
Hold back. He doesn't need to try and take on 20 of those just yet.
No.
But you're going to get your 2 impacts here for the 2 Ogre units, so you can roll 2 of the D3s, see some mortal damage. And from Torrin's faction ability, he's getting an extra wound here, so that is going to be 8 mortal wounds. Ooh, that's a nice hit. But we will get a ward here. Definitely stop a little bit. This will stop 3 of that, so that's another 5 damage. So 1 damage killing 1, another wounded.
And then also, and I believe the Huskar gives out an aura as well to give them strike last.
Yes, he can try and give them the strike last. They're his special.
On a 4+, I believe.
Yes. So that's the Thunder Tusk there. Yeah, they roll dice, so he gets to add 1 to the roll if they had the previous turn. Yeah, so if they're locked in next turn, it'd be like a 3+. Mm-hmm. Nope, so no strike last for them. Okay. And then does the other stone, I guess he can do his one to get a different position, but there's nothing else if he wanted to fly over and hit, so I guess he'll just stay put.
Yep.
Alright, so who's going to swing first? Mr. Mighty Kragnos?
Yeah, might as well.
All out defense and hope it holds. Use that all out attack on him.
Yep, absolutely. So 6 attacks.
Start with the mace first.
Yep.
So it's going to hit on 2s now. It's just 1 miss, but it is going to wound on 3s because of the spell they've got on. It doesn't matter for the God of Destruction. Alright. That's rend
2.
Lots.
Rend 3.
3, yeah. So with the +1, we're up to a 5 up here. Oh, nice.
That's
Stop 3 of those, because those are 4 damage a pop, so we got 8 damage so far.
Then we'll do the Rack and Ruin, 6. Hitting on 2s and 3s. 3, sorry.
All hit.
And 3s.
Another 5 at Ren 1, so staying at 3 ups for these. Oh, there's still filled
2 more damage each.
So we're at 12 damage so far for ward rolls.
And Tuskbreaker. 3, hitting on 3s. Oh, crit is 2.
2 hits.
Yep, crit 2, I'm assuming.
Yep. Oh, yeah, that one is on 4s normally, so yeah, going only to 3s.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, just the.
So those
bonus.
2,
so
yeah.
just the 2 regular.
So basically.
So just 2 hits. Then 2 on 3s.
Yep. But nothing.
So nothing from those.
That's
all right.
So
he
got
did
12
enough potential. He could kill 4 of these, but the ward will hopefully stop a bunch. Ooh, stops a lot actually. So it stops 7. So it's 5 damage. So it actually killed 2 more to kill a wounded and kills a whole nother 1. That's 2 more gone. So still got 5 left, but it's our turn. We'll at least get to punch with 5 before more beat down. There's no way to probably really pile in and get away, because they're gonna pile in 3 and then 3-inch reach. It's gonna tag people. So just make sure we finish off the wounded one. We'll put it all into him. So we got 5 left? 1, 2, 3. 5 and 1 more for champion. Oh, almost done. Thank you, sir. All right, so hitting on 3s. Way better than the usual output. And 3s again. Drop 1 there. All right, so we got 5, 10, 11. Yeah, they got 14 on a full squad last time. How did that happen?
10, 11.
I guess they needed to get hurt to smarten up.
Ren?
Just 1.
Just 1, so up to 5s.
Oh,
okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 6
So he
saved.
takes another 5 damage.
Just enough.
That will finish
Just
him off.
enough. He almost got it.
He is out of there, but I think he will be avenged.
Absolutely.
Kragnos is gone, but then still, so I guess, who do you want to go with next? Next Stonehorn
Yeah,
or
we'll
the
do
Huskard?
we'll do the Stonehorn.
Yep, so the Frost Lord there.
Yep. So we will do 4 for the Frost Spear, plus 1 extra damage. So hitting on 4s. Okay.
Not bad.
And wounding on 3s.
2 at Ren 2.
Yep.
Plus 1 minus 2, so up to 4s. So stop 1, take 1. So 2.
3 damage.
Yes,
Plus
he is
1
charged.
charge.
Yep.
D6.
3 award rolls so far.
The hooves. 4 attacks.
Nice.
Hitting on 4s. Just 1. Wounding on 3s.
Yep. Ren 1, I
1.
think.
Yep.
Stand at 3 up. It's good.
And the Rockard Horns. 6 again.
Yeah, these are the ones you want.
4s.
Only 2.
It's okay. I can't be that upset. Kragnos hit very well.
2 at
yep.
Ren 2.
Yep.
So going to 4s. Nope, both through. So that's another
4
8,
damage.
so
Yeah.
10 damage. So 10 on the ward. And then we're stopping 3 of that. So that's 7. So that's another 2 and some wounds. And a wound on those guys. So it's going to be up to. He's got 8 damage to do is what we want to see. So pile in with our Priesto here. But he is the less punchy one because he doesn't get the nice awesome frost spear or anything.
No, he's just punching
Punches
kicks.
and kicks. So 3 attacks.
Yep.
All
Yep.
hit.
And then 3s.
Oh, just so he gets the 1 with it. On a 2 up, they're good.
And then the Colossal Tusks. 3 again. 2 hit it. And 3s.
Just the 1.
Yep.
It's Ren 1, but it is. Oh, it's Ren 2 because of anti-infantry.
Yep.
Gets through, so it's
5 damage
on the ward.
Wow, those are some big tusks.
We'll stop 1 of those, so it's another 4 damage through. So killing another blight, and then 2 damage remaining. So they are going to hold. I think it was the big was they stopped 2 of the hammer swings on Kragnos, stopping 8 damage. Could definitely been the source to finish off those last 2. But we'll definitely take it. So that's going to be it for combat for turn 2 and for ogres. We'll make sure the last one didn't have it here, but then we'll make sure we give out our diseases to everybody here. These guys are all going to see if we can do some mortal damage to them. So on Kragnos first, he's fine. On the priest, he takes 2 mortal wounds, and then on the Frost Lord, he's going to take 3 mortal wounds. A little bit of damage to dish out via diseases, but that's going to be it for Ogre's turn 2. Torn is definitely retaking the objective, because they're back within range. I think he's got whatever. Kragnos is insane. He's worth 15, so he's got about 35 on that objective right now, so they are definitely taking that back. And then did not get his battle tactics, sorry.
No,
but thankfully he's got the objective, so it will be 6 points for Ogres for this turn, for 3 for holding 1 and 3 for holding more. So with that, we'll get into Nurgle, turn 2, hero phase. Alright, so turn 2 for Nurgle. Our battle tactic is we're going to try the Offering of Carnage and try and kill 2 enemy units, so we got some work to do. So for casting, we're going to try and buff the Plague Bearers here again and give them the Fleshy Abundance. Oh! So no more casting, and he takes a mortal wound that he cannot mitigate. Well, so much for getting those back on. Alright, that's going to be it for the hero phase for Nurgle. Guessing, yeah, Priest doesn't want to do his prayer. He's in combat there. So with that, we'll get into Nurgle, turn 2, hero phase. Alright, Gutrot and his forces moving on up. He's advancing. They just moved up, see if they can make a long bomb charge into the backside of the Stonehorn. Plague Bearer is moving up, trying to stop him from coming closer this way, and see if they can't also maybe tie him up. Then those guys can close the distance in the next turn if they need to. Great Unclean One's moving up, eyeing up a target here to come over and hopefully bash the enemy priest here, along with the Lord moving around, see if he can make a long bomb charge to maybe get at the Frost Sabers. Otherwise, just join in the action here and help out the Great Unclean One. So with that, we'll go into our actually one and only shooting attack. So going to see if he can vomit onto the priest here. How many shots? So he's going to get 6 shots. It's D3 plus 3. And he's hitting on 3s. 5 hits. And wounding on 2s. That is 5 wounds at Ren 2.
Ooh, 6s.
So those all go through, oof, and they are 2 damage each. So that is 10 damage. He's got 1 wound remaining. Jeez. Oh, I'm forgetting. The whole thing we've been forgetting the time is to do the mortals when these guys were dying to bounce back. It's the whole faction thing we've been forgetting. Because I forget it only goes off on the humanoids. Whoops. Now we can remember. So with that, wow, I guess I didn't think the shooting would go so well there.
Well, it hit so well.
Yeah, take it. Because then maybe I don't have to trigger him and leave him exposed there if we don't get a double turn. I'll risk it either way. Alright, so charge it. We'll start with our Lord over on the far side here. See if he can go anywhere. He's going 12. So we might make it across. Yeah, and go tag the Sabers over there. So just deal with them and get them closer to help with that tactic next turn. So we can long bomb all the way over there. And our Great Unclean One is going 10. So he's going to come around. He's actually going to hug this a bit as much as he can. Alright, so Frost Lord here is now surrounded by the Plague Bearers and Light Kings. Plague Bearers are going to go charging in here. They're going as well. We're going to do the impact first to see if this guy's out of the fight right away. He's going to take 2 mortals, and that's going to finish off the Stonehorn there. And see if our far guys get a big enough charge. Or, sorry, not Stone. 10 Thunder Tusk. The priest there. They can make one of our kills. Well, and see where all these guys end up after these awful charges. Do I even worry about those 2 guys getting a chance to swing? think we just want to go for maximum effort here because Torn can punch back into whichever unit doesn't attack first, and that way we can make sure we get max attacks of at least one of them. Alright, yeah, we'll go with our Blight Kings here are all going to go into the Stonehorn here. Alright, so 41 attacks from the Blight Kings, giving these guys the all-out attack here. On 2s. We roll our 1 extra. Of course, it stays at 1.
I'm okay with that.
That was for the champion special. He's no longer champion after today. Whoa, so many 1s. Alright, 2 big handfuls there. Alright, what do we got? Wounded on 3s for these guys. Oh, there's another one. 5, 10, 15, 20 wounds at rend 1.
I will all out the
Yeah, this was the one you were all out. He was taking the brunt of it. Not using it on Frost Sabers. +1, -1, so staying at 4+.
It's just 1, 2, 3,
That's not too bad.
5, 6, 7, 8,
Yeah.
9, 10.
So it takes 10, so
Yes.
we'll just be bracketed. So I'm guessing a punch with him before the Plague Bearers potentially finish him.
Yes.
They've only got 1 attack each, but it is 20 attacks.
There's
and
still a lot of them.
They have crit mortal, so they
Oh,
could, if I
do
get
they?
four,
Oh,
if
okay.
I get 4 6s, they'll just finish them. Because the unfortunate thing that Stonehorns no longer have the built-in ward.
Okay, well then let's hit back, obviously.
But yeah, just I guess into Plague Bearers. Yep.
Yeah, Lance of Frost Spear.
3 hits.
And normal wounds.
Yeah, nobody has.
Thank gosh.
So
3,
3, Ren.
2.
Any Rend, and it'll go straight through these guys,
2.
so it'll go all to wards. So 6 on the ward so far.
There are 4 on the ward so far.
Oh yeah, you got 3 through, and it's 2 apiece, right?
Oh,
so
yeah,
6
you're right. I
damage,
thought
yeah.
only 2 landed. Sorry.
No, it's all good.
D6 for the hooves.
Nice. 4s. Oh, not bad. Oh, he lost 1 there. So 2. Oh, it's straight through. So just roll those D3 damages.
Oh.
2 of them. Got 1. Oh, 2. So 8 damage so far.
And then bracketed from that, so down to 4 attacks.
Oh, just 1
Oh.
with the horn.
And then a big old miss.
He's feeling his wounds. Alright, so we got 8 ward. Could wipe out 4 of them if we don't get any. So stop 3, so we'll kill 2.5 of them there.
We'll take it.
So we can get. That is a wound on them. Alright, I guess we'll go with our 2 lights here. They'll go into Kragnos. We got he'll take the most work, so do what we can and do him. And remember when they die this time to do mortals back. Good hit. See if it holds on the wound. It does not. So 3 at Ren 1 into the mighty Kragnos.
So
5 up. Stops 1 and maybe so, and then 2 wards. That's 5 up again. So he takes 1 damage. And then since they have gone, we know these guys are going to be Kablamo, so I'm guessing go with one of the Frost Sabers where we feel.
Yeah, I guess we'll go with the ones locked up.
2 over here, yeah.
Yep.
There.
What are they? Claws. 6. 4s and 3s. 10 on ball. They're in 3s.
Got 3.
1 rend.
He is a mighty 4+6. He's going with 5s. So stops 1, takes
1 damage.
1
each.
damage. Takes 1. so then we'll go, I guess you have those, could kill the wounded one there, so we'll go with all the plague bearers there, see if we can't finish off the Stonehorn. We got 1 attack each plus a champion, so we got 19 attacks here. We want 4 6s just to mortal them to death here. Cool, and we got 6 6s, and that'll finish him off right there.
Oh, he's taking a couple with him.
Take him, yeah. Take him with you. All right, Stormhunter is done, so we still have the Frost Sabers here. I guess pile in, punch some Plague Bears.
Might as well. 36.
3 hits. 2 straight through. Takes 1, kills off the wounded one. Ooh. Alright, so then we have the Lord over here. See if we can finish these 2 sabers.
Crack off the mace to start off with.
Oh yeah, for Kragnos we can just assume between the 2 of them I know. I'm gonna roll their mortal wounds and remember to do it this time. So their trait, so 5+ is a mortal, so they'll give 3 mortal wounds to Kragnos on their way out potentially. And he says I'll take 1. That is from our Nurgle, from the battle formation trait. I didn't remember to do it on the first 8 of them, but all right. Our Lord of Plagues. On 3s, 6s are crit mortal. So it's 2 mortal. Oh, 3 misses, and then 3s again. Nope. So it's just 2 mortal wounds.
How many wounds?
They're 3 wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, so didn't even kill 1. Alright, so that's going to be it for combat for Nurgle this turn. So we're the reverse. We knew we wouldn't get the objectives. We definitely had to get the tactic, which we did finish off just the 2 units, the Beast Lord and the Huskard here. So that will get us our battle tactic for 4 points. So at the end of turn 2, it is 16 to 14 in favor of Ogres as we go to priority. The Ogres hold it, so your choice. I think they're going to take it. Oh, I guess to make sure we'll mark, we've got to do our gifts of disease to everybody.
Kind of have to. I don't got much.
Yeah, I don't think you want to let me have the double.
Yeah.
We'll just, before we start that, we'll see who can get hurt from diseases. Nothing on Frost Sabers, and this is also getting the effect of +1 mortal wound because everybody is diseased. Nothing on Kragnos again. Stonehorn takes 3 mortals, and the Frost Sabers over here are going to take 4 mortals. So that'll kill 1 of them off. And we'll get into Ogres, turn 3, hero phase. Alright, so turn 3 for Ogres. What's your battle tactic going to be?
The cunning approach.
Alright, so he's going to try and come help out the Frost Sabers over here and bash those guys. Get that battle tactic nice and easy. He's lost his priest, so that's going to be it for hero phase. Oh yes, and then so just to highlight you guys where the comets now landed down, since it is turn 3. I rolled for where Torrens would land in his zone, and he rolled for mine. I got a 6, so it lined up exactly with the previous one. So nice and easy for Torrent to just kind of take a small step backwards and get that. And then he got an 11, which put it on the far side over in the corner over here. But thankfully, we do have a couple units not too far away. But definitely opposite ends for those 2. So with that, yeah, we're not going to fling out a spell this turn. So with that, we'll get into Ogres, turn 3, movement phase. Alright, so end of the movement phase, turn decided to pull back, see if these guys can survive the disease roll, maybe do the rally to keep them alive and help with the tactic in the last 2 turns. Kragnos moving over to help get the battle tactic. The last Stonehorn pulling back to get the second objective that appeared just back there. And then the last Saber staying locked in with these guys set to his doom. There's going to be no shooting, so we can go right into charges. So charging with Kragnos. Oh, don't forget he's got his third dice.
Oh, yeah,
right.
So,
he's more than okay to come smashing in. So he gets to do his impacts. Double check those again. Pretty sure he has the good one because he doesn't get to do his monster. Yeah, 2+ equal to the roll. As long as he doesn't roll 1. Oh, so it's 2 mortal wounds into him. See if he can stop any of them. Nope. He takes another 2. And then with that, we'll see. Just do the hammer first.
Yeah, the good old mace.
Yeah. Miss. 2s. 3 at Ren 3.
Yes,
it's
sir.
Straight through for 12 damage.
Yes, sir.
See if he can make an insane ward roll. Oh, he's dead. He is gone. And then we were gonna file in over here, finish off.
Survive, beast, survive.
We don't want him to survive. Now it's gonna be these ones back here. Not gonna make it. So we got 7 of them out. So we got 10 with the champion. We need 2 6s. There's 3 6s, so that'll finish off the Frost Saber. Alright, so that's going to be a nice quick turn for Ogres. You got to see the disease rolls, and it's also going to be with the +1, so these guys really hoping to dodge it. That's going to be 4 mortals finishing off the last Frost Saber. Kragnos, he's dodged them all so far. He's going to get 4 mortal wounds, but he has a ward. So he stops 1, he'll take 3, and then the last Stonehorn back there, oh, that's cocked there, is going to take 3 because we're getting the +1 effect that we choose, because everybody has the disease. So we'll take 3, and then that's going to be it for Ogres. Torn gets his battle tactic for doing cunning approach, and then has score 1, score more, so that's going to be another nice 10 points for Ogres as we get into Nurgle, turn 3 hero phase. Alright, so turn 3 hero phase for Nurgle. Battle tactic is going to be attack on 2 fronts, so we're trying to take 2 objectives, and at least one of them had to be controlled by my opponent. So we should hopefully be able to get that one. Try and cast, so try and give him Fleshy Abundance this turn. Does not go off, we need a 7 for that. And then what else are we going to try and do here? Sure, we'll try and do the Quagmire, I guess, onto, or the Magnificent Bubos onto Kragnos. Oh, but he's got his big shrug, doesn't he? Yeah, on a 3+, he just ignores the spell. I guess we'll just try Purple Sun for an 8. Gets it. So pop that out right on the ruins here. Perfect. Yeah, do 9 of him. So, yeah, just much more.
You do whatever you want, man.
Appear right over there. See if we can help out maybe a turn, then the next turn. That's going to be it for casting. So with that, we'll get into Nurgle turn 3 movement phase. Alright. After the movement phase, Nurgle advancing with Gut Rod up to the far side, still keeping him in any territory, so you can possibly help take the flanks. The Blight King's advancing along, only getting a 1 to try and close the distance to get to the back objective. And the Flight Bearers coming around the terrain here, getting the far Comet landing in their back corner. And then along here, advancing up with Sloppity and moving up just with the Great Unclean One, because at Himdenhod I could have just kind of sat him on the far objective, but very likely Torin would just countercharge. So I moved even more in Kragnos' direction, so we're going to try and charge him because I don't want to get hit by that monster impact that Kragnos can do when he charges a monster. So Torm's redeploy, got another 2 inches away to make the charge possibly a little bit harder, because it is a lot easier for Kragnos to countercharge with his awesome 3d6. So with that, that's going to be it for movement. We're going to try and vomit on the God of Destruction. We've got 4 vomit shots. Hitting on 3s. And wounding on 2s. Oh, 2 ones. So 1 at Ren 2, so he's got a 6 up. And then 2 damage, so 2 5 upwards. He stops 1, so he takes another. He's got 6 damage on him, so he's got 12 to go. And with that, we'll see if we can't charge him. That's going to be a 9. That'll close the distance, so he's not going to do the counter charge into us, thankfully. But he still can do lots of damage. So doing our impacts into him, see if we can do. So that's 2 mortal wounds from our impact.
Through both of them.
And I know we better make sure you. Do they have to be infantry? No, it can be anybody. All right. And then for combat phase abilities, we'll double check our range here on Sloppy to see if he can help him out. Alright, so after doing our pilot, still staying in range, we can just fit to make sure we can try for the benefit from Sloppity. So we're going to try and make it so he can ignore ward rolls, which he does. So we'll start with Mr. Great One, starting with his Great Blighted Weapon, giving him all-out attack, so hitting on 2s. There's a 1. And 2s again. Another 1! So 2 at, yeah, always figured. Yep. So 2 at Ren 2, so +1 -2, so he's going to a 5 up. So blocks 1, takes 1, so he'll take 4 damage so far that he can't ward. And then his Nurglings. Hitting on 5, no auto wounds, 2 hits. 1 wound, no Ren, so 3 up save for him.
Oh, that went a little far,
nope,
but it's a 6.
So yeah, only managed to do the 4, so he's still got 4 wounds left. Oh, he's still got 6 wounds left, yeah.
Yep.
Oh. Alright, so time to see if Kragnos can do it better.
We'll do it with the
Is he
mace.
bracketed?
Yeah, he is.
So he lost
2 off his mace.
Oh, okay. Starting the mace first.
Yep. 3s.
3 hits.
Oh, there's 2 1s, of course. Yep.
1 at Ren 3. So that is straight through. So going on to his ward, 4 damage.
6 rune rack. 3s.
There it goes.
2s. So 3 more. Rend 1.
5 ups. He's gonna stop 2 of those.
2 more damage.
So that's 6 so far.
And then the Tusk Breaker.
2 hits.
Nope, it's
Oh,
on
it's on
4, so
4,
yeah,
right.
nothing.
He said so 6 damage total on his ward. He'll stop 3 of that, so he'll take 3 more.
Doo-doo.
So they both kind of whiffed on each other.
Yep.
That's okay. He just didn't want. He had a chance to 1-hit me just with his awesome monster impact charges. But that's going to be it for Nurgle this turn. Oh, I guess do end of turn stuff. So he has. So you guys can see he's going to heal D6. Ooh. So he's going to get 6. So he's back to full health. And then doing our disease effects. So again, doing the +1 mortal because they've all got the disease. So that's 3 into Kragnos and 3 into the Stonehorn. But he does get his ward for these.
Oh.
So yeah. He could stop. None of them? Okay. So he takes another 3. So he's got 3 wounds left. And then that's another 3 damage to the Stonehorn as well.
Good.
And that's going to be it for turn 3. So we do get our battle tactic to securing 2 objectives and taking 1 away from our opponent. And we will score 3 points for holding 1 and another 3 points for having more. So it'll be 10 points for Nurgle as we roll that priority. Well, he can't lose against the 1. So they will go into Ogres turn 4.
Probably.
Hero phase. Alright, so turn 4 hero phase for Ogres. What's your battle tactic going to be, Torn?
Take their
So he's
lands.
going to be going for the train we're fighting right next to anyways, because Kragnos has a much higher objective score than the Great Unclean One, and hoping that he doesn't get finished off here, and then probably going to be bringing over his Stone Lord to help out. If worst case scenario Kragnos fell, he still might have the Stonehorn hopefully here to get that battle tactic and get another 10 points hopefully. So that's, I guess, nothing. Or did you want to rally? Because he can get rid of disease, but he will get it back if he goes back into combat range.
Yeah, not the end of the world.
Yeah, so just leave it.
Yeah.
So then with that, yeah, we're not going to... yeah, you know what? I will spend a CP to try and give myself the -1. Nope, didn't get it off, so... can go right into Ogres, turn 2, movement phase. Or turn 4, movement phase. Sorry, guys.
Let's go.
Alright, so into the movement phase, just a Stonehorn moving up, tagging the objective, ready to come charging in and help out Kragnos. Let's see that charge roll. 6, he is in. So he comes slamming into the rear of the Great Unclean One, but also getting as close to the terrain as he can here. And yeah, even this pile in there. And I guess did you want this Bilepiper in the fight?
No.
No.
Yeah,
so yeah,
keep
we just
tagged out.
Tagged out.
Yeah, as long as
go. And then you can do your impacts into Great Unclean One.
Which is...
So the D3 +1. So that'll be 3 mortals into him. He'll stop 2 of them and take 1. And I'll just leave his wound dice over here, so it's out of the way.
And go with the big man himself, of course.
Yeah, we're going all out defense.
All out attack.
Oh, and I'll see his ability. We'll try and try and keep him alive. I'll see if I can make him -1 to hit on you. So he is -1 to hit right now.
Then I'll do...
So yeah, you're
just
back to even with Kragnos.
Why you gotta be like that?
Kragnos, so
with the mace, of course.
Back to 3s. Oh, didn't need it. Good thing. And 2s.
I'm always good for some 1s. It seems to always happen.
So we have a 6 up because of all out. Hey, at least I match you with the 1s.
Fair.
So that's 8 damage on the ward so far.
And then we'll do the hooves.
All hit. 5 wounds.
Yep.
+1, -1, so staying at 4s. Ooh, 4 of those get through. Those the D3?
No, that's just the 2 flat damage.
Okay, so it's another 8. So he's got 16 on the ward so far.
And then this is the Tusk Breaker.
Alright.
Oh.
And the one that... it's on 4s, right?
Yeah.
They're +1, so
you're right. You didn't even need to roll that. So used to everything else being 3s on that stat line.
So 16 on the ward here. Man, rolling right on top. So you stop 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's going to take 11, so it's 12 on him total so far. But he will still get to go. But first, we get to punch back.
Yep.
Just double check. When does he bracket? 10 or more, so he loses one of his...
Just bracketed him.
Yeah. He loses one of his big blight weapons, wings. Kragnos. I guess, yeah, you could all out defense if I just attack him. So yeah, we'll try and see if we can get lucky and finish off Kragnos. So keep his ward at least this time. So the blighted weapon on 3s. Oh! Okay, Nurglings, do your duty.
Infest.
Get him. So there's 1 auto wound. And so 2 on Kragnos, no run there. So 2 on his 4 up. Oh, 5 up. Now he's got his ward. We got 1 through from Nurgling. We'll take it. So he's got 13 damage on him now there?
14.
14. Okay, so he's got 4 left.
Or sorry, that was at a 3. So no, he's actually up to 4. So that'd be he's at 16 damage.
Okay, so he's got 2 left. So he might fall to the disease. And then Mr. Stonehorn, who's getting the extra damages from charging.
So we'll do Frost Spear first. Down 4s.
So it'd be 5s, I guess.
Oh yeah, right.
Because of the -1 to hit.
Oh, you're right. So then
nothing from the spear.
Nope. D6 for the hooves for attacks wise. 6 attacks.
We're going to 5s. Oh, nice. He gets 3 through. 3 wounds.
Yep.
Ren 1.
These are the D3 damage.
Staying on 4s then. Ooh, 2 get through. Is it D3 plus 1 for target?
No, just
nothing.
D3 damage,
so
yeah.
3 damage on ward so far.
And then the horns. He is not bracketed yet. 5s. That's okay.
3.
That's what we need.
These are the 1s, 2s. Of course, still a 1.
Of course.
So 2 at Ren 2,
yep.
so going to a 5-up. Both through.
3 damage each.
Oh, plus 1 from
so
charge,
4,
right?
yeah.
So 4, so it's 11 on the ward.
Come on, baby.
Could kill him.
We need it.
Yeah, he's got to make at least 3 of these. I think he should, but I almost spoke too soon. So yeah, he makes 4. And we'll take 7 damage. He's got 1 wound remaining. Oh, so I even misspoke. He needed to make 4 just to survive. He's got 1 wound remaining. He's got 19 on him, right? Make sure he's not actually 18. Yeah, 20 wounds. Oh my. All right. That's going to be it for Ogres. We just have the 1 combat double fight here. But end of any turn, so he will get D6 back. So he will get 3 back. So he's got 4 wounds remaining now.
We could work with that.
A little bit better. See if Kragnos dies to the disease. We're going to activate Mutate. So he gets the 1 mortal wound no matter what. Oh, so it's just the 1 mortal wound. See if he can stop it. Nope. And then 1 mortal wound going on the Stonehorn plus nothing else. Yeah, that's it. And then just 1 to him. Yep. So yeah, it goes to 5. All right, that's going to be it for Ogre's turn 4. He's going to get his objective here because he's Kragnos and the Stonehorn securing take their lands, and he's able to take the center objective, still be in range with the Stonehorn, and hold the back objective. So that's another 10 points for Ogres as we get into Nurgle turn 4 hero phase. Alright guys, so turn 4 hero phase for Nurgle. Our battle tactic is going to be slay the entourage, so try and finish off Mr. Kragnos. He's only got 1 wound remaining, so hopefully we can do it. Casting, I'll just try... None of our spells are damage. I guess we'll try and heal us and give us -1 to wound. So it goes off with a 7, so we get D3 back, so he gets 2 wounds back. And he has -1 to wound now. And then we're going to try and, I guess, make Kragnos -1 to hit. That does not go off. So that's going to be it for casting and hero phase effects. I guess so nothing for you because both are locked in combat. They can't rally. So with that, we'll get into Nurgle. Turn 4 movement phase. Alright, end of the movement phase. Auto-advancing with Sloppity to get the back objective, and then advancing with everybody else to get them moving along. Our Plague Bearers and Blight Kings over there. And then flying with the Purple Sun over so he can help join the Great Unclean One. So that will go to shooting, and these vomits can be shot in combat. See if we can finish Kragnos with the vomit. Oh, he gets 6 shots. Yeah, can't use it, gotta save it for combat. So hitting on 3s. And wounding on 2s. It turns all our defense on this. Oh, we got 2 1s, of course. So 2 at Ren 2, but with +1, so he's down to 5s. They're both through. That's 4 damage then. He's got to make all the wards. He has fallen to the vomit. Now we get our battle tactic. And then we can start charge. So charging Purple Sun. Just gets in with the bare minimum. So with that, Sloppity is too far away to do his buff on the Great Unclean One, had to get the objective instead. So we'll go with our Great Unclean One. Yep, and then he'll also get the extra rend here, so I can get all-out attack and I guess all-out defense. So on 2s and 2s. So 2 at rend 3, so just a 6-up save. Stops 1, so it's 4 damage. And 4s for the Nurglings. 1 auto. So 2 at rend 1 because of the sun. Loves those. Alright, time for him to punch back. Can he finish off the Great Unclean One? Oh yeah, so he's only taken 9, so it's still not bracketed.
Nope.
So he gets all the horn attacks. He's got to do 6 damage here.
Let's do, obviously, Frost Spear. 4s, because it's the added to wound, right?
Yeah, he's -1 to wound. Yeah.
So 3s.
Nice.
We got 3s. 2 wounds, -2. 2 rend, sorry.
So 6 up, both through.
2 damage each.
4 so far.
D6 for the hooves.
Ooh, only 2. Come on, both of them hit. 1 hits.
1, and then 3s.
So 3s now. Wounds.
Good.
Rend 1.
1, yep.
So 5 up. It's good.
And the horns.
Oh,
That's
nice. Yeah, I think
Just
he
missed
wants
one.
this kill. Can it hold? 3 plus. Yep. 4. And
Yep.
rend 2.
Yes, sir.
6 is only. Stops 1.
3 damage each.
So we got 9 plus the 4 already. So 13
Die.
on the ward.
Die already.
Yeah, he's been a bugger.
He's been quite a pain.
5 up. And there's 8 damage. He is out of here. Well, the general's exchanged, essentially.
Pretty much.
Alright, let's see. Purple Sun can do, how many attacks are you going to get? He's going to get 4 attacks. 3s and 3s. 2 hits. 1, so it's rend 2 because of his extra
So
rend he
6.
gives out.
Does all it defend? Oh, it
Yeah, it
doesn't
still
even
goes.
matter.
Yeah, Stops it. Alright, so that's going to be it for Nurgle turn 4. We're going to be securing the back objective and far objective for 6, and got our battle tactic killing the general for another 4, so that's another 10 points for Nurgle. Let's go to the last priority roll, and we lost it again, so Ogres will go first in turn 5, and we'll get a chance to score. So we'll get into Ogres, turn 5, hero phase. Alright, so turn 4 hero phase for Ogres, guys. We finished talking it out. Good thing my Purple Sun didn't do any damage. I totally forgot, guys. Pardon me again there. That didn't remove the manifestation as soon as my wizard who cast it was removed there, but it would have been just fizzled away and wouldn't have even got to attack. But thankfully it didn't do any damage to him. So the play would still stand. Just talking things out, Torn has no battle tactics that he could get, so the best case for Ogres this turn is they can get 6 points. He already has the 1 objective, so he can move off of it and go get this objective easily, charging in and destroying Sloppity Bilepiper, no problem with the charge extra damage, giving himself all-out attack. Sloppity is definitely going to die. He, at best, is going to have a 6-up save against some attacks. And does not have enough wounds like the 20 wound Great Unclean One to survive a beating from those guys. So we would get the far objective, get his 6 points, but then would be in position over here. And on our turn, since he couldn't even redeploy to mitigate until the end of my movement, would auto advance. We measured out that the Blight Kings could get to within 3 of the objective, and contribute to seize the center for the battle tactic along with the plague bearers who can get there. So that would give us our 10 points and give us a final score of 44 for Nurgle to 42 for Ogres. So we were down by the 2 points for majority of the game, but just in that last turn would be able to squeeze out those 2 extra points and pull ahead by 2 points there. So a super tight game going all the way to turn 5. And we had to play it out this way. We wouldn't be able to go try and finish them off because we couldn't do like a tactic like Ordained Charge, because we wouldn't be able to get 2 units to charge them because Sloppity would be dead. And these guys are not anywhere close enough. They would have had to make like an 11 or 12 inch charge to make that battle tactic work, and that could easily not happen and not very reliable. But super tight, awesome game here. Nurgle was definitely got some nice ward saves off to keep us and deny the 1 battle tactic there. If Torin got that battle tactic on that turn, on turn 2, it would have been, final score would be 46 to 44 for Ogres, because it would have been the same thing. Because on that turn 2, there was no way we were getting the objective back with the 2 Beastclaw, 2 Stonelord or Stonehorns there with Kragnos, and an objective score of 35 was just not possible to take that over with numbers and with our list. So, but really close game. Again, diseases helped a lot, slowly whittling these guys down with the mortal damage and them not having that ward save anymore. And unfortunately, Torn had the points bank but wasn't able to get off a Blizzard to give out a ward on one of the turns, because we were able to get at the priest pretty early on there, I think at right in the bottom of turn 2. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed today's battle report. Nice and bloody, awesome fight here. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe so you guys can stay up to date on all things Gaming Grotz. But until next time,
see you next time.